Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Waxmaid Dabber Diamond Dab of the day. The Dabber is going to be one of my go-tos. Thanks for joining me. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Send a subscription my way. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Hit the like button, and I reply to all the comments. Did you know that body pain, certain types of body pain, are related to our emotions and our mental state? What do you think of that? While some types of pain are truly the unfortunate result of something going wrong at a physical level, it's important to note that other forms of discomfort primarily relate to our emotional well-being. Recent studies show that certain types of psychological stress can trigger either a temporary inflammatory process or a long-term failure to regulate inflammation, leading to chronic intractable pain. Bing, 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 bing. So if your doctor has ruled out any relevant serious causes and you're still having terrible pain, you know what? We may have another reason. It might be manifesting itself because of our brains. Upper back pain. Well, think about it. A lack of appropriate emotional support often underlies pain in the back, upper back. And sometimes this discomfort is even caused by feeling unloved. If we're feeling unsupported because we're lonely, look for new ways to connect, to reach out to people somehow. If we're currently somewhat isolated from people in our lives, think of how we can speak to them, to ask for what we need. There's got to be a way. Head pain. Frequent headaches are often a sign that you're overwhelmed by something or several things going on in our lives. Consequently, one of the best responses is to deliberately try to relax. Try meditation. Try a hot bath, a dark room, laying down for a while when you have that headache. If you have neck pain, interestingly, the expression that someone is a pain in the neck may be connected to the sources of literal neck pain. Research has shown that chronic neck pain is sometimes triggered by difficulties forgiving someone. What do you think of that? Forgiving someone who hurt you. What do you think of that in the past? Ask yourself if it's true and consider what you need to do to let it go. Remember that whenever possible, you got to focus on the present. Well, shoulder pain. Shoulder pain can really wear you down. And you know what it comes from? A heavy emotional load. Perhaps you're taking on too much for other people. Or maybe you're keeping all your problems pent up inside. Consider, how can you lighten the load? Is there someone we can talk to? Is there a way to give back the excessive responsibility that's being handed just to me? Calf pain. When you're bothered by calf muscle pain, resentment may be the root cause. If you've been spending a lot of time focusing on what others have, remember that this aligns us with a vibration of lack, meaning it harder to attract abundance. Instead, look inwards and find reasons to be grateful for who we are and what we do have. Elbow pain from fishing. But if not, when your elbows are aching, you may be resisting new changes coming into your life. A time of transformation and finding it's unnerving or scary. Maybe try to remember that with change comes growth and that the chance for new opportunities come. And the universe only brings us change truly when we're ready to receive it. Well, here's the gold ring. Pull the gold ring. Lower back pain. Surprisingly, there is some evidence that chronic pain in the lower back can come from anxieties about your financial situation. If this sounds right, consider how you can recruit more support, maybe even from a financial advisor or just a smart friend. If you're not worried about money, your back pain, like upper back pain, may be more related to a lack of emotional support. Foot pain. The feet are associated with mood, so sore feet could mean you're depressed and negative at that moment. Try to work on whatever's hurting you and figure out if you're just absorbing negativity from others around you or it's you. Look for things that bring you joy and don't be afraid to seek help. Knee pain. Knee pain indicates that it's related to a huge array of emotional issues. So you may have to dig deep to find out what's going on, maybe even in the subconscious. One common cause is stubbornness. Say refusing to say someone else's point of view or being unwilling to give up on something that's no longer right for you. Hand pain. When you consider that we use our hands to fix things, reach out to others, and experience the world, it's no wonder that pain in the hands is linked to excessive levels of isolation. Why might you be keeping to yourself, feeling particularly shy or avoiding contact? Social anxiety, maybe? Well, when you figure out the answer, you'll know what you need to do to ease the hand pain. Hip pain. Hip pains tend to ache when you're afraid of moving in some way. It's often caused by indecision. Maybe list a pro and con and figure out how to do things that way. Ankle pain. Ankles can begin to ache when you're not being kind to yourself. When was the last time you indulged in something just because you enjoy it? You see, all these different types of pains tie into this, in here, this thing, the brain. So taking care of our needs is vital to a healthy life. We've got to find a way to be able to pursue our favorite hobby or simply relax. You see, if you could just do that, one of your pains is going to be less by the end of the day. And what have we talked about for years here on this channel? We've talked about chipping away at it. You're not going to solve world peace and make your back injury go away or failed back surgery go away, but you know what you can do? You could find a way to think about it less. You could find a way to think about it differently. And that's all we're talking about today. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate every one of you. This has been The Real Senior Stoner. And truly, truly, your pain resides up here, even if it's down there. Let's take a dab of the day with our getting to be one of our go-to rigs, our Waxmaid dabber. You know, the dabber, being that it's made of silicone on the outside, it could really take a beating. I'm not that easy with this thing either. I put it down hard, and you know what? It holds. It's doing just fine. It's a sturdy device and packs a heck of a punch. Thanks, everybody, once again. You know what to do if you enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button, send a like, and I reply to every comment. Cheers. Too strong to even take it in. Wow. You all have a great one, and thanks again for joining me, The Real Senior Stoner. Cheers.